Hi everyone, it's Lee here. Thanks for joining me again for another day in my arty junk journal for Junk Journal January. So this is an open challenge. It's hosted by Meg from Meg Journals in collaboration with Get Messy Art. So this is for this is for day 22 and the prompt is bookshelf. So I've thought long and hard about what I was going to do for this. And I thought I'm just going to have a look and find some things on my bookshelf. In amongst them was a travel brochure from the newspaper, and there was this beautiful image of a flamenco dancer, so I wanted to use that. And I've also been doing some stamping on some tissue paper. I thought maybe I could use some of that. The page that I'm going to use today is already red, and the lady is red, so I thought red on red, is she going to stand out? So that was what I was thinking about the tissue paper. But anyway, I decided not to use the tissue paper, and I put the lady aside for the time being, and I think about other ways of creating the background so that I can still keep the red, but she can stand out from it. So here's just a few background papers that I've been making just as something to do when I've got nothing to do. So I've done basically some stamping and stenciling and just drawing shapes, and that is a clear like deli paper, I think it is, so like lunch wrap. So here's the page. I just want to completely cover the page in red, so I'm making a glaze, and I keep forgetting that glaze comes out of the bottle so fast, and I've poured way too much of it onto the paint. But anyway, we'll get on with it. So I'm just mixing them together, and then I'll use a brush to cover the entire page over, get rid of all that white. And after I've done that, I think it needs to be warmed up just a little bit. So I add a little bit of yellow into the red and go over it again. So I hope everybody is enjoying watching my videos. I think you are, because I'm getting lots of lovely comments, and I really thank you very much for them. They mean so much to me. Especially love the ones where people say that I've inspired them to start doing art journaling or get back into art journaling. So that's my job done. So I'm really happy about that. So keep leaving me those comments, because really appreciate them. So here I'm adding the yellow on, and you can see it just adds a slight warmth to the page. It's hardly noticeable, but you can tell that it's there. So once that's dried, I'm going to do some stenciling. So I just use up that yellow paint with the stencil, and this is just a hand cut stencil I did years ago. Actually, it was the very first stencil that I ever made. So now I've got some black, and I'm going to do the same thing with some black paint, and I'm using a sponge to apply it this time. I think that red and the black together look absolutely stunning. And you can see there's a bit of residual yellow paint from the bottom of the stencil. So I also like the way that has just happened accidentally. So this is the other version of that stencil. The rectangles are slightly bigger on this one. Well, you'd be surprised what you can use as a stencil. So this is just the edge off a piece of paper pulled out of a spiral notepad or art pad or something. So it makes great little squares. I don't know how long it'll last, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a piece of rubbish, really, isn't it? So I'm going to continue adding marks on this page using white and black, and I do introduce some turquoise as well. The original colour that I had on my palette when I first started this challenge, so that's what I'm using again today. So the red, the turquoise and the yellow. But anything that I think will make some interesting marks to be a background for my flamenco dancer to sit on. So that's just a bottle top, so I'm going to do some rings with that with white, and I also make some rings out of red with that bottle top. So it's red on red again, so that's the red there going on, and it cuts through the black. But when I put it on the red, it does stand out, and I just like the way it looks when you have like the same colour over the top of the colour, if you know what I mean. Well, I'm going to stop babbling for a bit and put some pleasant music on, and you can watch how this comes together, and I'll just jump in if I feel that I need to explain something to you. I love this. I love everything about it. I don't know what I would change. I really can't think of anything that I would change on here. I just think this is stunning. I hope you like it. I hope you give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to join me for day 23. The prompt is texture. Oh wow, know a bit about that, don't we? Okay, thanks very much for watching. See you tomorrow, and have fun making your own mixed media creation for this challenge. And in the meantime, hugs and cheers from Australia. Hooroo. Bye for now.